What is good, everyone? It's Sage from Gas Powered Junk. In my last video, I drove all the way to Oceanside, New York to pick up this 2000 Dyna convertible that is going to be our newest giveaway bike. So I figured, well, I have this bike outside, I'd give you guys a little tour of the motorcycle. This bike in front of me here is a 2000 Dyna convertible FXDS. It's finished in cobalt blue. It's a really, really clean motorcycle. I admittedly paid a little too much for this bike, but you know what? I really like these bikes, and I know you guys would probably like this bike too. It's super rare, super dope. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna call it like a little build because we're just throwing like a handful of parts on it, but put it this way. I'm just gonna customize the bike a little bit. We're gonna do a friggin' set of handlebars, risers, handlebars, seat, exhaust shocks, and this thing will be a pretty damn clean unit. All right, we're heading to Seacoast Power Sports. We're gonna see my buddy Brendo. He's gonna hook us up on some parts. I'm gonna pass this Q40 on the shoulder. All right, Brandon, where are all my parts? What we got here?
The nice Bassani road rage. Oh, Saddleman step up.
Junk.
Some cable adapters. Nice new exhaust gaskets, S&S, only the best.
Shows that I care. Where the f are my handlebars, huh?
FedEx, you know, lost it.
Fingered by FedEx.
Fingered by FedEx. Woo!
Look at these bad boys, nice and chrome. Oh, you got the cheapies, but they're goodies.
Oh, the cheapies. These are the friggin' legend killers right here.
Well, I guess I'll start with the bars and risers. I went with a set of Biltwell 6-inch straight risers and a Biltwell mid-bend bar. I also have Arlen-S poly bushings. I believe I won't have to extend any cables on this thing. I might have to extend the speedo, but I believe that's it. I'm just gonna pop the mirrors off of this bike for now, just because I think it will look better. My type of style with these bikes is no mirrors, no turn signals, and I would even go as far as taking the gauges off, just because I think the bike looks the best when it's kind of stripped down of all that stuff. But for convenience reasons, I'm just gonna leave the gauges on. I'm gonna break this loose. All right, so I pretty much have everything off of the bike: risers, handlebars, controls. I think I actually might get lucky and I might not have to extend the speedo. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. I decided I'm gonna pop off these orange blinkers because honestly, I don't really like the look of them. What you gotta do is you gotta unplug the connector for them rather than just cut the wire. It's hidden in the neck of this frame, and you have to pull the harness out of the neck of the frame to get to that connector. The wiring harness, the back of it's right here. You have to pull this part out as you're kind of tugging down on the top part of the harness, and you have to loosen it because, as you can see, like the back of this wiring harness is pulled out and it's actually looped and shoved inside of there, so you can't just push it up to the top because the loop kind of keeps it too tight, so you can't push it. Now I can push this in and pull the top part to hopefully expose the connector I'm looking for. Oop. I think this, yep, this is it. This is the one.
The next day.
Some nice stickers, brand new exhaust. I kind of wish I went with a chrome exhaust on this bike. I could have went with the Bassani Road Rage 2 or even like a Thunder header. I mean, Thunder headers are kind of hard to get right now. They're either in stock or they're not, but the Bassani Road Rage 3 will be nice. No regrets at all. I got a nice set of S&S exhaust gaskets. I've never used these ones before. I usually do the Harley Davidson ones. These ones seem similar to the Screaming Eagle ones. I don't see if these things put up a little bit of a fight. Oh yeah, there we go. like that, not too bad. Just take off the old exhaust flange, just like that. Throw this piece of junk away, like that. There we go. So f***ing stupid I look. These, it's definitely important to put some Loctite on them. That was a lot, but that's fine. Gotta say, from riding these bikes all the time, these two bolts right here are the ones that loosen up all the time. And I think that should probably be pretty good. I was going through my parts bin earlier to look for an exhaust gasket, and I was more than happy to find this knockoff Daymaker. So we're gonna swap this stock headlight out for the fake Daymaker. It will definitely look a lot better, to say the least. Nothing wrong with a knockoff Daymaker, I'm telling you. Because who would want to pay 400 bucks for the real thing? All right, time to throw on the drag specialty shocks. I mean, you really can't beat these for how cheap they are. Hopefully I don't get too much shit for putting these ones on, but we're on a little bit of budget for this Dyna convertible. So I got this on, should be good. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gross. It really just looks like water with dirt on the bottom. This one needed it pretty bad. It's got low miles, so I would take it that this is probably the original fluid. Oh yeah. All right, this thing's pretty much all wrapped up. I just finished the parts install. Shout out to my friend Brendo that you saw in the beginning of the video at Seacoast Power Sports. Hit him up if you need parts for your bike. He'll definitely give you a good deal. Really happy with how this came out. The thing is super clean. I just gave it a nice detail, and I mean, this thing is gleaming. I'm telling you, I really like the Dyna convertibles. I've always wanted to do one. They're super rare and hard to come by, especially the 2000, which is the final year. These bikes are sort of like a mix between a lowrider and a super glide. They have a dual disc front end, 28-degree front end brake, and I mean, this thing looks super nice the way it's all clubbed out. I really wish I could have went a little further with this bike, like throw some more parts on, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I did kind of overpay for this motorcycle, but I think it was well worth it. It's a super clean unit, and whoever wins this bike is going to be so stoked.